You can check out these videos and more at tomorrowslions.com. You can call me Al on WRSE. Paul Simon keeping us rocking there. We just came to the valid conclusion, making a very good point that Paul Simon is a definite whistler. He's got the whistling bone inside of his, body. Folks, this is a Good Time Sunday on every Sunday, 6 to 8 p.m. This is Jimmy Lisiaga. Very glad to be here. We're here with Mike Giantasio and Dan Locasio, which Dan is now the state coordinator for the Illinois Teen Battle of the Bands, and Mike is the former state coordinator who we worked with last year. So we're very glad to have them on. Gentlemen, what is going on?
What's up, man? How are we doing?
Hey,
good.
Thanks for having us.
Good. Absolutely. So really quick, just wanted to ask you guys now. Mike, you said that you were the state coordinator for 3 years.
Yeah. Took over the battle in 2010. So I ran the battle in 2010, 2011, 2012.
Mm-hmm.
It's a battle that's run through the Illinois Park and Recreation Association, the teen committee. It's basically just a committee of teen supervisors throughout the state, and it started. This is our 11th year, Dan.
Something along those lines. I got to update the website so you can look back and count.
But yeah, this is our 11th year, and it kind of came about as all these other teen supervisors, all these park districts were they were running battles, and they said, all right, well, we have this teen battle of the band, and I have this teen battle of the band, you have this teen battle of the band. Let's combine forces here, and let's see if we can get a competition going, and it's kind of snowballed and really gotten legs over the past few years.
So then, have you guys both been part of this since the very beginning, or have you only came on as the state coordinator?
I'm not that old, Jimmy. Come on.
I was going to say.
Close. I've been around for 10 years, but not since the inception of it.
Okay, cool. So Dan, how did you get into this, and how did you end up becoming?
How to get roped into it?
Yeah, how did you get roped into it? How'd you become?
It's one of those things I stay involved with IPRA and the team committee, and Mike has done a good job the last 3 years, and there was someone needed to step up and take it, and I was like, I have no problems doing it. It's kind of I want to say an honor, but I know Mike trusted me with handling his work for the last 3 years, so I'm hoping to continue it in 3 years, find someone else that could bring it to the next level as well.
So then what were you doing then prior to this?
I was just going to meetings.
Okay.
And killing my day at work, going to our team committee meetings, and then just being an active participant. I held our own battles in Franklin Park for, I'd say, maybe 3 years. The last couple of years we haven't been able to get any bands to host one, so I figured, if I can't contribute hosting a local one, I could, help out, at a different level.
So then what has been added to your plate, if you will, as far as things that you have to do being the new state coordinator?
It's taking everything and putting it together. It's, I'll get emails from the bands, or not from the bands, from the local park districts who are participating. Mm-hmm. I update the packet, send everyone out the packet, and try and promote it to them so they will register for it. So after their thing is all set up, I get all the locals down, and I try and find regional competitions that host it. So then, I'll set up where the locals are, and okay, you're going to this regional, you're going to this regional, you're going to this regional.
Okay.
When the locals are done, they send me their paperwork. I send it on to whoever's hosting the regional. Then the regionals kick it back to me with their winners. Then I put everything together for the state contest. I'm also in contact with IAPD, who hosts the area where it's called is it called the barn? The shed?
The shed.
The shed. I know it was something along
the Illinois State Fair.
4-letter word, yeah. At the state fair, they let us know what we need. So I say, we need the music person, we need from this time to this time. They'll actually give us some T-shirts, and they take care of it. They give us the time, the place. We're there. We let it go, and it's awesome. It's a pretty cool event to see. I've been down there, 2 of the last 3 years, and it's something you really don't expect these to be teens when you go out there. I mean, a lot of people, you'll get some people from Springfield that are walking in going, oh, what band is this playing? Where are they out of? And they, we get a good feel for the talent around the state.
Absolutely, man. Well, that is really awesome, and it sounds, just by knowing what you have to do, that you're going to be able to do it just fine. I know you are. Mike did an excellent job. We met him through our band. We played it. First gig was last May in Lisle, right? I think that's where we met you. And you were making things happen, man.
Beautiful Lisle, yeah. We have it was at our local competition, which we have coming up. Our Lisle local is going to be on May 3rd at Lisle Senior High School. So if you guys want to come and check it out, we'll have our doors open to you. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. And Dan, don't sell yourself short. You have a lot of work. You took on a lot of responsibilities, as well as sponsorships, Dan. And We are looking for sponsors for the event. Obviously, this is a volunteer-based event. Everybody who runs the event, from the committee standpoint, is a volunteer, as well as everyone. Dan's been volunteering for a couple years now to come down and help out with the state finals. Our judges are for all of our competitions are volunteers. These park districts volunteer their efforts and their time, as well as their facilities and stuff like that to host the events. So we wouldn't be able to do this without volunteers. And in looking for sponsors and partners and things like that, we just hope to continue to be able to grow this competition.
So then who are some of the sponsors that you guys work with now?
Current sponsors we've got now, I know Bat Schuler, awesome sponsor. He helps us, set everything up with the state finals and get things. Guitar Center, they donate product for us to do raffles
Right.
and donate things to the winners, and it's just on the state level. A lot of things take place at the local level, or the local and some of the regionals. I know Bob Dog Studios in Oak Park, donates time for the winners at the regional event that's usually held in Forest Park. He also helps out at the state finals. And I think Mike did hit the thing that this is volunteer driven. There's no profit. I'm not taking loot off of all these bands. I'm not getting royalties. I'm not doing anything. I just coordinate all the volunteers from the volunteer judges at the state finals to talking to these people at the park districts who are getting volunteers to help out judge at their contests and volunteer to help set up. And I think it's real good to see. I think it's for the industry to see people coming out and giving kids studio time is a big thing. I think it's it's gold.
Is this something that you think you'll be doing for years to come? Like you'll be there for at least 3 years. I mean,
my term is for 3 years, and I'm looking to pass it on. But even after that, I would see myself still continue. I wouldn't just be whipping my hands of it completely. I know we've had past chair people have come down to the state finals and helped out, or even the Parks and Rec field's pretty network driven, so we see each other at different events, functions. We talk, oh, how's this going? How's that going? Oh, if you need help, let me know. And Mike's been big. I bug him all the time. Like, all right, get ready for about 5 phone calls to come through this way because I got some emails coming through. I got questions. And as we get deeper and deeper to the season of the Battle of the Bands, there really haven't been too many local competitions now, but usually. May, June, July.
I was about to just mention that.
It's a big season for him. I'm sure something will come up, and I'll have some questions for Mike, and he's real good about answering them.
So then, no, I'm not. I don't want anything to do with Dan.
Being the state coordinator, then Dan, do you have to go to every single Battle of the Bands that there is? Or?
No, even the regionals I probably won't go to. I just coordinate. Those are left up to the local and the regional hosts. They're handling everything. With local competitions, they don't have to go by the rules that we go by. We say, hey, you can. We recommend that you can, because when it gets to the regional and the state level, they're going to be using our rules. So try and get them to it. But for a local one, if you want to have someone over 21 at your local one, that's fine. Just realize they can win, and when you go to the next level, that person can't compete. So we try to get them their way, but it's up to theirs. And each battle is unique in its own ways. From some people do it on a Friday afternoon. Some people have it on a Saturday night. I know even Westmont does it. I think it's Westmont days, and it's like 3 or 4 days. It's like it's pretty intense. I was talking to him. I was laughing about Steve over at Westmont about it. And it's they play on Friday night. The winner plays on Saturday. The winner on Saturday goes to Sunday. It's a pretty unique one. So when we did it, we used to do it as part of our summer concert series on Thursday nights, and we'd have 4 bands, and it's funny, you'd get some some of the elder statesmen of the population coming by for the nice summer concert series on a Thursday night, and this and that, and then the first band rips out that first chord, and they're shaking their heads. They're going, well, this isn't who we thought it was going to be. We thought it was going to be one of the bands that they're kind of falling asleep to. So, and it's good. A lot of them end up staying, and it's its own unique product, and it's awesome.
It is, yeah. Now, do you guys have were you guys ever in bands? Is that what made you guys want to do this? For some reason, really quick, I'm just gonna make it quick. I'm just gonna judge right here, not judge, but I'm gonna guess. All right, I'm gonna guess. I feel like all right, you were in bands, you know how to play.
No, I don't. I can't even sing in the shower.
Okay, cool. I see you being the bass player or something, and I see you digging being having some radio show in college or something. I don't know. And then you're just I love music, so I'm gonna do it because I love music. Or does that come?
That's how growing up, I grew up maybe about a mile away. You guys might be too young to hear of the Thirsty Whale.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was right in my neighborhood, River Grove. I'm in Franklin
Wow,
Park, so yeah, growing up, my cousin had a band. He was 3 or 4 years older than me, so we used to go to the Thirsty Whale, and that's I just like music. I hear all types of different music and hearing different things, and growing up in Franklin Park, we had our Summer Fest or the Franklin Park Fest, and I was working with the village at the time, and we had to set up and take down everything. We were kind of the roadies, but getting paid for it. We had Survivors, your typical summer groups that do the circuit, Survivor, Edgar Winter, and things like that. Right, so it was you're being around music, you're hearing this stuff, and it's something cool. And I think it's a good opportunity that I want to keep giving people that chance to keep doing. Mike's got the music. I was telling him I went to my first concert in about 10 years a couple months ago.
Who'd you go see, Dan?
I went and saw Muse. They rocked the house at the United Center. Yeah, they got some good publicity with the whole March Madness thing going on. But it was awesome. I was telling him about it. I think the last one I saw was like Family Values at Allstate Arena. It was like Korn,
in 1999.
Yeah, 1999. I'm like, he's like, the concerts have evolved a lot in 10 years.
But to kind of piggyback that thought, not the concerts evolved in 10 years thought, but the high school, being in high school and being in bands and stuff like that. I remember when I was in high school, as my voice cracks when I say high school, but I remember being in high school, and music was pretty much the only thing I liked. I didn't like being in school, and I hate doing homework and all that stuff. So obviously once I got the homework and stuff done, I was in a band, we had band practice, and it was often difficult to get shows. And this competition really offers that opportunity for the high school age kids, the middle school kids, and even beyond, to just play a show. So even if your band isn't the most polished band in the world, and you have all these accolades, and you only have 2 songs and the rest are all covers or whatever, this competition really does give those bands a venue to play, gives them an outlet, gives them something to do, something to strive for, and we're really excited to be a part of it, and we really just want to keep it going. Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's our 11th year, and we hope for 11 more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's cool. Mike talked some of the other things, the networking with these kids, with the bands, and I think we saw you play years ago, or I've seen it at our local level, and just some of the bands. It's different where with youth sports, a lot of them are competing with each other and they hate each other. Where these kids appreciate each other. They play each other man, that bass guy rocked last night. He was doing awesome. They contact information, do shows with each other, and then especially when they get to the state level, they're not local. They kind of know each other. They've been around. And so you get to the state level, they're from all over the state, and some of them just standing around. They're like, wow, these guys really rock it.
No, totally. Yeah, we had a bunch of bands on this show just from meeting them, over last summer, which was really, really awesome. So
I was going to say that's kind of the byproduct of the competition. The byproduct of the event is that, like you guys are saying, that networking in between bands, and from there, all right. So now I have a show scheduled next weekend, and we're looking for that third band to play with. We just played with these guys. These guys are great. Let's get them on our bill too. Mm-hmm. And the talent level of these bands. Sometimes a high school band or a middle school band, you kind of has a stigma to it that these kids don't really know what they're doing, or I'll tell you what, these guys, some of these bands are fantastic bands, like fantastic musicians. We had a couple of years ago, we had a 12-year-old. The guitar was bigger than the kid. And I can't remember the band's name, but this kid was shredding, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I was surprised his fingers could even get to the E string, But he got there, man. He was rocking.
That is awesome. How have you seen? And this is for both of you guys, but maybe Mike, you should answer first because you were the former state coordinator. How have you seen? And I guess we can just talk about even the last 3 years. How have you seen the shows kind of progress? I guess not just the individual towns, but the final, Springfield band, the final battle too. How have you seen that thing kind of grow as far as bands, sponsors, however, people coming out?
The biggest, actually the biggest thing, kind of scaling back from that would be the biggest change is we're having more park districts and more agencies want to get involved, and more people hearing about it and wanting to find out how they can get involved, how they can How can my district help? Or how can, we've had some high schools that want to host their own. Okay, we're cool with that. We've had a couple churches. Town festivals and stuff are getting on board. And whereas it used to kind of be a struggle to find regional host sites, now we have too many regional host sites. We have so many people that want to host a regional. We don't even have enough bands to fill those regionals just yet.
Yeah.
So that's from my standpoint, from taking it over from somebody else who did a phenomenal job running it, and she got it to kind of where the point was where I was able to take it over comfortably. Was she did a fantastic job, but just kind of seeing it and just seeing the constant evolution and seeing it grow and grow and grow, and the event develop is just really cool.
A lot of things. I've been getting some of the regionals this year. It's not just a local park district just having. It's like a fest. It's a town-wide fest that they're putting it on, as opposed to one that's just it's a Saturday at 1:00 when no one's around. They're just trying to put it on to appease us IPRA, the Battle of the Bands, and we're gonna host it. But now it's getting to be a pretty big deal.
Mm-hmm. No, totally. Have you guys ever had a band that played one of your Battle of the Bands go on to get like a really good record deal or get a radio play that you guys know of?
Yeah, we have back Plain White Tees.
Yeah.
They participated way back when, back in the early dawning days of the event.
Wow, right on.
And then there's rumors of why can't I think of their name right now? Of
Lucky
course.
Boys or
Yes, no, not Lucky Boys.
Fall Out Boy?
Fall Out Boy.
Okay.
Yes,
really?
they're believed to have played as well.
Believed.
Unfortunately, the records
Right.
at the local level are not as detailed as we'd like.
Right.
But again, we want this to be accessible to everyone. So, like Dan alluded to a little bit earlier, we aren't as stringent or anything like that with some of the rules and stuff for the local battles, because again, we want everyone to be able to participate.
Yeah, and they're always a lot of fun. I mean, just us even we've gotten better in the last couple of years, but just seeing all the different bands come out, and like you were just saying, Mike, people that we've been playing next to there for years, and now we know that that while I'm trying to say here, while we're getting better, so are other people, and it's a lot of fun. Or we'll play summer 2010, and we'll come back summer 2011, and there's like two bands that have formed one, and they're awesome. It is really, really cool. Is there any way you guys could let us know maybe some inside tips about what's going to be going on this summer? I don't know if you guys are hiding anything or keeping anything special planned, or
We just blew our big surprise of the fireworks show, so we're gonna scrap that now and think of a plan B. But it's hard to top that now, man. I don't know. I can't think of anything special. I think it's the big thing is some of the bands from down south, them coming in, and just I was there about 2-3 years ago. They weren't represented this year. They just come in like buses. It's so close for them. And for us, being the Chicagoland area, it's a 3-hour drive down to Springfield. I said, if you get some of those ones from down south, they're bringing busloads of people. The energy down there is just it's completely different.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. There was a band, I don't even remember their name, but they made it to state. I know that they did, and we played with them. And Arthur, do you remember where we played with them? Do you remember the name of that hall?
Glendale Heights.
Glendale Heights, yeah. No, it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. They were great, man. They're professional. I mean, they were just their sound and everything, because we were playing in this really big gym, which the sound was all over the place. There was this one ska band that played, and you could tell they were awesome. Just all the different horns were throwing everything off, you could just tell. But then this last band comes in and they play last, and dude, I'm talking about they set up crates just so they could jump on them and do the whole it was actually really, really cool, man. They were awesome. So
But yeah, going on with that, so these other bands see what's going on down there, so they know, okay, now we're bringing a busload of people from the Chicagoland area, and it's just packing the house, people dressing up. So I'd say the biggest thing is the bands. Once they go down there and they experience it, they know what they're in for, and then okay, we got to one up this next year.
Well, and we have a lot of photos too on our website.
Yeah.
And some photos on our Facebook page. But our website's www.illinoisbattleofthebands.com. Please, please, please like us on Facebook if you want to follow us, keep up with our updates, our pictures, our shows, what's coming up, who's winning what, and all that good stuff. Like us on Facebook, it's facebook.com/Illinois Teen Battle of the Bands.
Yeah, and if you're hosting, or not hosting a local, but if you're at a local, you're a band that's participating, you guys take pictures, you guys, throw them up on your page, make sure you guys reference us and, put us on there as well, because we try to get the word out as much as we can. I know some of the local hosts and regional hosts do a good job of sending me some of their pictures so we can, put them up there. I mean, we'll get, every so often I'll get something from someone, hey, can you put a different picture up there? This band's been up there for a while. We want our FaceTime.
Right on.
Well, and also on the website, too, we also talked a little bit about the locals and things like that. They're going to start happening now. In May, June, July is really when most of the locals take place. And then our regionals are towards the end of July. And then our state finals at the Illinois State Fair in August, which is usually, the second or third weekend of August.
It's usually the second Saturday of the Illinois State Fair.
Yeah, right. But and also our website's always evolving, too. We're always adding new battles and stuff like that. So as a local host site is getting their paperwork in and registering for the battle, Dan's able to put that up on the website, as well as announce winners and things like that of local competitions and stuff. So you can really follow along with the battle and follow on the progression of things as we go along there on our website again and on our Facebook page.
And I'm new to it all, so I throw up, if there's something coming up on the weekend, on the Friday before, I'll try and throw up a reminder, hey, if anyone's interested, this district's having an event this time in this place, go there. And then on Monday, or depending on how soon I get the paperwork, I'll say, here was your winner from this, congratulations, they're moving on to this place. So yeah, even if you're not, going to region, you can kind of keep up and be like, oh yeah, I heard that band, oh yeah, I know who that band was. It's
right on. Well then, my last question for you guys then is, as far as next summer 2014, is there anything that you guys have in your sites that you'd like to grow or get done that has not been done yet?
I think we're looking to get some districts from out west. There's not much Southern Illinois has done a good job of being represented. Chicagoland area always does a good job of representing, but some of the ones out west we haven't heard too much from them. So I think just getting more of that representative, and like you said earlier, alluded to, get a band signed. Hear some of this
Totally.
these stories. Yeah, or even a band coming back, they won and becoming the judges, and kind of maybe that's our next area is talk about the success stories, maybe get some testimonials from bands, put it up there, what it meant to them, and just kind of spreading the word.
You guys thought about having somebody maybe come out and do a 5-minute documentary or something to put on your page? It might be pretty cool.
Are you guys offering your services and you have a camera and the means
and
the website?
We got that. Oh yeah, but that might be cool too. That might be cool too. So then, if anybody was interested in, talking about joining the board or getting their band in, they just check out the website, Facebook, whatever. They can reach you guys there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Excellent.
Yeah, Dan and I are the admins on the Facebook page. So if you ask us a question, we try to respond, and you're hearing it directly from the horse's mouth. So we try to be as quick to our responses as possible, and like Dan said, we're trying to expand as much as we can. We're trying to expand our reach. Get as many people involved, as many towns involved, as many teens involved as possible. So any way we can do that, and any way we can get the word out, we're happy to do it.
Yeah, there's no bureaucratic layers there. It's either me or Mike. You don't have somebody all the way down speaking on our behalf. It'd be great if we had a whole hierarchy at the panel of the bands, but we're not at that point. So maybe that's another future goal to have.
Seriously,
yeah, that's what we get some interns. We can
of course,
make it happen.
Actually, yeah, that would be cool. That'd be very, very cool. All right then, gentlemen. Thanks a lot for being
Excellent.
on.
Thanks for having us, man. This was a blast.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys very, very, very much. So you guys can reach Mike and Dan at IllinoisBattleOfTheBands.com or go to Facebook.com/Illinois Teen Battleofthebands.com. No, I don't know. No backs. Yeah. Mike's got the.
Yeah, I'm nodding on the radio.
All right. Well, Mike and Dan, thank you guys very, very, very much for being on. This is WRSE. We'll be back right after this on WRSE. All right, then, gentlemen.
Nice. It was fun, huh?
Yeah, it was a good time. Thanks for having us, man. How long do we make?